Today we're diving back into the world of fighting games with something truly special. We're taking a look at Fightbox Arcade's Fightbox. This is the F3 version, and if you're someone like me that's all about precision, responsiveness, and dominating your opponent, you're going to want to stick around for this one. First things first, Fightbox Arcade is a company that produces lever and leverless controllers for you fighting game fans. But today we're just going to be reviewing the F3 version. And right out the box, when you take it out, you see it has a nice, sleek, ergonomic design that feels perfect right in your hands. It's equipped with Sanwa OBSF 20x30 buttons, cherry black switches for that nice sound, and it has a Brooks fighting board, which is essential for tournament players. Now, we have to talk about two elephants in the room. One we'll talk about now, the other one we'll talk about a little later in the video. The first one is, when you take a look at it, this looks exactly like a hitbox. Now, don't go ahead and start thinking that this is a knockoff. This is actually something completely different and has a high level of competition. Hear me out and let me explain why. So first, to start, when you take a look at it, it's actually 2 inches shorter than its competitor. This being 14 inches wide, while its competitor is 16 inches wide. In regards to length, this is actually a little bit longer, and it being 8 inches and the other one being 7 inches. To thickness, this is only 1.5 inch thick and its competitor is 1 inch 3/4 thick. When placing this in a book bag and having to travel, it's a lot easier. Some book bags won't fit that extra 2 inches if it's 16 inches. Just a heads up on that one. And let's talk about performance. This here is the F3 version, meaning it has the WASD up button layout. It has 13 buttons instead of your typical leverless, which has 12 buttons. It has this extra button right here that's very similar to a keyboard, where you would be using W, A, S, and D for your movement inputs. Now, the downfall here is if you want to, get a little bit creative and change one of these buttons to be a different input, you can't. If you change one, you're automatically changing both. And I really hope this is something that Fightbox Arcade can change or update soon. And for those who are like us on level 1, where we like to get creative and express ourselves, Fightbox Arcade gives you that option. Anywhere from changing the buttons to changing the switches and changing the background design, Fightbox Arcade gives you that option, and we hope to be bringing you that shortly. Let's talk about the other elephant in the room, and that's the price point. So if you go on their competitor's website, you'll notice it's $249. When you go on fightboxarcade.com, this is only priced at $99. And this is only the F3 version, which is one of many, many different versions. So this button layout was given to us by our buddies over at Fightbox Arcade. But for those who want a different button layout, want things that are a little bit more expressive of yourself, or you just want a button layout that's fit for the game that you love to play, go on their website, take a look. Not only do they have just buttons that you can use, they actually have a mix between keyboard and buttons. So if you're serious about taking your fighting game to the next level, I highly suggest going to fightboxarcade.com and checking out their leverless controllers. Not only will you find something that works out for you, you're going to find a button layout that makes you happy, and the price point's going to make you happy. And don't be discerned by the price point. Just because it's cheaper than its competitors doesn't make it cheap, right? If you want to start your leverless journey, it can hit the bank a little bit. This $99 leverless controller makes it a lot easier to start your leverless journey, to find out if it's something that you like or not. And going to this website and having an option to get different kinds of button layout gives it an option to make it even better to start your leverless journey. So I have to say, I'm happy with the options that they have here. It's a great price point. You can customize it, and I look forward to bringing you more content.